The woman who lost everything. There once lived a woman named Amira. She was known in her town as a calm, gentle, and hardworking wife. She was married to a man named Kamal, a man she loved with her whole heart. For years, Amira believed that Kamal was her blessing, her partner, her future. Amira had only one sister, Zahra. They grew up together, shared food, clothes, secrets, and dreams. Zahra often visited Amira's home because she felt safe there. Amira welcomed her anytime. She always told her, "Zahra, this house is your home too." But one day, everything changed. For weeks, Amira noticed something different. Kamal became distant. He came home late. He avoided her eyes. And when Zahra visited, Kamal suddenly became friendlier than usual. At first, Amira told herself she was imagining things. That can't happen. Zahra would never betray me. Kamal loves me. But the feeling grew stronger every day. Whenever she walked into a room, she felt silence fall sharply. She felt eyes shifting, secrets floating in the air. Her heart grew heavy with fear. One evening, Amira returned home earlier than expected. She quietly opened the door and walked into the living room. She heard whispers coming from the bedroom. Zahra's voice. Kamal's voice. Both speaking softly, too softly. Her hands began to shake. Her heart beat loudly in her ears. She stepped closer, and the truth hit her like a storm. Her husband, the man she trusted. Her sister, the girl she protected. They had betrayed her in the worst way. Amira felt the world collapse around her. Her knees weakened. Her breath became heavy. It felt like someone had ripped her heart out and left it on the cold floor. Zahra froze when she saw her. Kamal tried to speak, but no words could fix what Amira had seen. In that moment, something inside Amira broke. Days passed, but the pain did not fade. Amira could not sleep. She could not eat. Her mind was loud, full of questions and memories. How could they do this? Why did they hurt me? What did I do wrong? Kamal tried to apologize, but his words sounded empty. Zahra could not face her. Amira stayed awake night after night, her heart boiling with anger, confusion, and heartbreak. She felt her life had been stolen. One night, after endless pain, after tears that felt like fire, Amira snapped. Her emotions controlled her. Her mind was no longer clear. She acted out of deep hurt, not understanding the weight of her choice. In a moment of uncontrolled anger, she caused harm to Kamal. There was no plan. No intention. Only pain overflowing. But when Amira realized what she had done, the world went silent. The next morning was filled with shock and sorrow. People whispered. Neighbors pointed. Police arrived. The news spread quickly. Amira didn't fight. She didn't run. She didn't explain. She simply said, with tears falling from her eyes, "I loved them. I lost everything." She was taken away, her heart empty, her life shattered. The betrayer had pushed her into darkness, and now she could not return. Zahra cried endlessly, regret and guilt crushing her. She knew she played a part in destroying her sister's life. Amira's father sat in silence, unable to understand how two daughters could fall apart like this. Everything the family once built was gone. In her cold, quiet cell, Amira spent her days thinking about her choices. She was not a violent woman. She was not cruel. She was simply broken by betrayal. Every night, she whispered, "If only I walked away. If only I stayed silent. If only I had someone to talk to." Tears became her closest companion. Loneliness became her punishment. Memories became her prison. She truly regretted everything. One day, Zahra came to visit her. Her eyes were swollen from crying. She looked thin, tired, and lost. When Amira saw her, pain flooded her heart again. Zahra fell to her knees. Amira, I'm sorry. I destroyed everything. Please forgive me. Amira wanted to shout, to scream, to ask why. But instead, she closed her eyes. I forgive you, she whispered softly. But I cannot forgive myself. Zahra sobbed, holding the bars between them. Both sisters cried together, a painful reunion, filled with guilt, regret, and lost love. Months passed, and Amira slowly healed inside her heart. She learned a painful truth. Anger can destroy what betrayal started. She learned that walking away is stronger than fighting in pain. She learned that broken hearts make dangerous decisions. Amira began to advise other women in the detention center. She told them her story. She warned them about letting pain control their actions. She slowly became a voice of wisdom, a woman who fell, but stood again, even in the hardest place. One evening, as the sun set behind the small barred window, Amira whispered, I lost everything. But I found myself again. And that is the beginning of my healing. Her story spread beyond the town. People spoke about her not as a monster, but as a woman who made a tragic mistake driven by heartbreak. A woman who learned, changed, and wanted peace. Betrayal hurts deeply, but letting anger control you can destroy everything. Walk away before emotions push you into decisions you cannot change. Forgiveness is heavy, but it sets the soul free. Pain is real, but healing is possible.